What's up, everyone? Welcome back. So today I want to talk about something that's been circulating online. It's a group of women who went into a Lululemon store and started twerking in the middle of the sales floor. This happened in Atlanta, and while it might seem just like another viral moment, I want to take a step back and look at it from a bigger picture, if you know what I mean, from a business and branding perspective, and more importantly, from a respect and accountability angle. Now, let's just start with the obvious, right? There's a time and a place for everything. A retail store is not a club, it's not a performance stage, and it's definitely not your personal social media set. It's a place of business. Customers are there to shop, the staff are there to work, and people expect a professional, peaceful environment, right? So, I want to show you guys, however, the clip in regards of the whole matter now that I prefaced the conversation, but I want to show you guys the clip before we actually have the conversation. So, let's check it out.
A few years back, the CEO had mentioned about the type of people that he wanted in his clothes. Now, I remember the whole Tommy Hilfiger situation, and I understand that he thought that people of color basically cheapen the brand. I do not agree that people of color cheapen the brand. I believe that some people of color cheapen the brand. Because why are we in the store twerking to a song in this nice store? I mean, the Lululemon, I will stand by it 10 toes down. Lululemon is probably one of the best workout clothes that I own. I'm wearing the pants right now, and working for them, I understand that they put a lot of work into the brand. For this to be happening, if I was in there with my kids, I would be mortified. And if I was the owner, I would definitely not want this to be the representation of my clothes. Some rapper throws in Lulu, and all of a sudden, this is a whole we got to do better. We have to do better. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it publicly. We have to do better because this ain't it. And I wouldn't want them in my clothes either.
I think you guys saw the situation in the Lululemon store. The girls twerking. It was ignorant as. It was ignorant. Why are you doing that in an establishment? Was it a protest? Was it a protest? It's just like the flight attendant that was twerking. Why are we doing that? I'm tired of this. Do you? No, girl. Do you? No. Do you understand that shit is fucking stupid? Yeah, that was corny.
Now, imagine you're a parent, you're walking in with your kids, or you're just someone trying to shop in peace, and that moment becomes uncomfortable, not because of music or fashion, but because a public decorum has been thrown out the window for clout, for clicks, for temporary attention. And that's where we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I want to show you guys another clip, and these are the individuals that are actually um that's actually being talked about in the store, and these are the individuals that put on the show that has been going viral, circulating online. So I want you guys to check it out. I will uh lower the volume due to copyright purposes. Hopefully it bypasses it. If not, then it will be muted. I will have to edit it and mute it, but check it out. So these are the women. She's literally humping the floor. Like, no cap.
I know they had male Lululemon. Oh, what the fuck?
At their big old age. Their big old age. This is beyond me. But look, this isn't about judgment, okay? It's about standards. It's about knowing when behavior crosses a line from expressive to disruptive. What happened in this Lululemon store that you've seen doesn't help anybody. It doesn't build a brand, it doesn't elevate culture, and it certainly doesn't set an example for the next generation. And I want to show you guys another clip. in regards of the Lululemon CEO. Because now, from a business perspective, let's really talk, okay? And before I actually add my commentary, I want you to hear what the Lululemon CEO had to say.
I think through this whole diversity and inclusion thing that they've become, trying to become like the Gap, everything to everybody. And I think just the definition of a brand is that you're not everything to everybody. You've got to be clear that you don't want certain customers coming in.
To be clear, you don't want certain customers coming in. I've never heard a business person speak that way. That's interesting to say the least. Wilson also criticized the people used in the company's ads, calling them unhealthy and sickly. Now, this is not the first time that Wilson has gotten some backlash for controversial comments. He resigned as CEO a decade ago, more than a decade ago, after he said, quote, some women's bodies don't actually work for the yoga.
Now, from a business perspective, right? Now I want to add the commentary. If you're running a premium brand, your image is everything. The shopping experience, the product quality, the type of clientele, it all matters. That's why brands work hard to control their environment. And when incidents like this happen, it puts that environment and the customer trust at risk. And that's already there's already a long history of brands distancing themselves from any behavior that might damage their image. Some of that has been controversial, sure. But honestly, when people are literally turning a retail floor into a strip club scene, you can't blame a brand for wanting to protect itself. That's just business. And if you were the owner of that store or the CEO of that brand, in this case Lululemon, how would you react? Your customers, the ones spending real money, don't want chaos while shopping. Your employees aren't trained to handle in-store performances, okay? Your product isn't being respected, and this is not the way to build a lasting reputation, not for individuals and not for brands. So, and I get it. I get it. There's a viral song involved. I'm being very objective here, okay? People see trends and they want to hop on for visibility, but visibility without purpose or respect is just noise. If you're going to bring energy into a public or private space, let it add value, not disrupt or diminish what's already there, okay? So, I'm not the only person that's looking at it objectively from that standpoint. There has been other individuals have looked at it from that way as well, and this individual has. Check it out.
I seen a group of women twerking in a Lululemon store, and it's just like, I hate to be the one to say it, but that's why they don't want us in there now. That's exactly why they don't want us in there now. Like, what was the reason for y'all going to these people establishment, bothering shoppers, bothering employees, causing a ruckus? For what? Clicks and views? You just like the clout. The clout is crazy. When the TikTok ban came, I honestly think we all just need we need schedule breaks where all social media shuts down in this country.
So we all gonna stand right here and just pretend and act like we don't know what that man that owned Lululemon, we don't know what he meant when he was talking about black women and black girls and his stuff. What was the reason? This is the ghettoification that everybody's talking about. And I know some black girls were getting offended because they're like, what do you mean the ghettoification? We have to stop being so quick to be offended. That's a sign of insecurity because not all black women are created the same. That's some shit that I would have never done as a black woman. I actually understood what he meant. We tend to hypersexualize everything. We tend to just turn everything super degenerate. We tend to just, we slum it out. We slum it out. And he didn't want his shit to be slummed out. And what did we do? We slummed it out. Why? Why? What point are you trying to prove other than the point that he was making?
I'm gonna say it. That Lululemon CEO had a point. He had a point. First off, I didn't know Lululemon material could stretch this far. I didn't know. But the fact that y'all chose to do this at a store that specifically singled out your demographic as customers they do not want, it's wild to me. Like, what is it? The CEO came out and said he didn't want y'all. And instead of boycotting, it made y'all want to go to the store more and give it more business and make songs about it and give it more PR. Bro, again,
I don't regret being black. I don't. If I had to do it over, I would still be black. But it's the people I'm associated with that kind of make me just like, hey, like, come on now. There's no way they were able to reverse psychologize y'all into doing this. And if you're not gaining anything from this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a music video for the viral song. No, you're not in any way linked to the artist. So you're not, you're just raccooning for free. You're doing this shit for free for no cause.
All right. I have one more clip, right? I want to show you guys this last clip.
Now, but I'm on the side of TikTok with all the black girls that's buying Lululemon, and not only are they buying it, but they're bragging about buying it, like as if Lululemon is like a status symbol. And like, because it's taken everything in me to not like make a video being rude, but it's like, I don't see how you can buy from a company that blatantly said, they basically said they don't, like, they didn't say it like that, but they might as well have said it like that. And you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy Lululemon anyway. It's almost like that girl that spent $600 in the Lululemon store, and then as she was walking away from the register and walking out of the store, they accused her of stealing.
As a black community, why are y'all still buying Lululemon? Like, time after time after time, that man said he do not want us in his stuff, and y'all still spending y'all money and making that man more rich. Like, I'm confused. Digress. Buy what you want. Spend your money on everything that you want to spend your money on. But I feel like if a man keeps saying he don't want us, these type of people, skin color, and his clothing, he don't care about us, he don't want us in his stuff, he don't give a fuck about our money, then why y'all keep spending y'all money there?
Why not Lululemon again?
Cause it's fucking racist. They probably should Confederate flag. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. And you wanna scream it. You wanna scream it. I'm so delulu.
There's a song with Lululemon in it. First of all, black people are the reason why you sell anything. And half you designers are always stealing it from fucking African culture. Like Louis Vuitton and all you stealing stuff from the Maasai tribe. You stealing stuff from different tribes of Africa for your stupid fashion shows. It started even in the days of Run DMC when they were talking about my Adidas. Adidas sold the fuck out. We talk about Nikes. Jay-Z used to talk about Manolos. And we always put fashion into hip hop. And people sell out. They sell it out. And these designers have the nerve to go, I didn't want black people to. And what's really hilarious is we still go back and we still buy their bull. You saw what happened to Target, guys. Our money affects them. If they're going to be disrespectful.
See, this is where I feel like he's actually promoting ignorance. Because what does Target have to do with this conversation of holding these women accountable for actually being very well conducting themselves in a behavior that is not acceptable in a store? That's a store that is meant for business. It's a store on a sales floor being very disrespectful. What does Target have to do with that conversation? And if let's go along with what he said, right? He said, "You see, let him expand more because I'm about to attack his point."
Our money affects them. If they're going to be disrespectful, no more money. That is why they say what they say, because you.
If they're gonna be disrespectful, no more money. Well, who is really being disrespectful and turning a sales floor on a sales floor in a business, in a store that's operating as a business, selling fitness clothes, and is being people are going in there and making it in their own mind the store to be what they wanted to be by making it a strip club and not actually there for the sole purpose for what it's for, which is to sell fitness clothes and give great customer service. You are saying if they're being disrespectful, then no more money. When the reality is the women were the one women that were customers were disrespectful to the business establishment. And let's go with the Target narrative, right? Because I feel like there are two different type of conversations, and it doesn't validate these woman behaviors, let alone justify it. It's just total ignorance. Target actually, see, I don't like the race thing. I'm for all people. I'm for all color, but I'm going hypothetically based on what he said about black people. You see what Target is going on with Target, right? No, they do disrespect, no more money. Well, Target is the one that's promoting black brands, black products from black brands, and let alone how about individuals that are black people that are selling just to the black communities and just having black stores or black owned businesses. They are limiting themselves by racially servicing and doing business only in a certain demographic that they are in favor of. So you are being biased with your business acumen. Why can't you just give a great quality product and give service to all people? So you limit yourself in the market due to your ignorance because you want to sell to a certain demographic, just to say you're a black owned business. And then two, you can have a great product, but then you already have basically closed off majority of your customers because you already racially have made it known that I want to target these individuals which are black and these are the customers that I am catering to, and I don't want nobody else coming to my business establishment. I don't want to do business with no one else because I'm a black owned business. So it's ignorance on top of ignorance. When at the end of the day, going to the Target example again, Target was the one that was actually promoting black products on their shelf. So if you stop buying, talk about no more money, you see what happened to Target, then you're just hurting your own selves. And Target is helping. And Target is not Target isn't labeling themselves as a black business. They're helping all markets from all demographics, from all products. They care about the product and the service. And the person and the thing that determines the result of how effective the product is the customer. All customers, no matter what race, no matter all walks of life. So promoting division and ignorance, man, is very distasteful. But let's continue.
Making them rich. Enough of that. It's like a bad relationship, abusive relationship. You keep going back. What are you doing? Why are you twerking at Lululemon? Lululemon. We need to find really amazing black designers or people who will accept us. For now on, Target is learning their lesson. Stop being such mental slaves doing this. They're disrespecting you left and right. You gotta have some kind of pride. So that's all I wanted to say. And Lululemon.
Target learned a lesson, but Target is the one that was hurting. Target is the one not hurting. Target was the one that was helping these small businesses in the first place by putting a product on them shelves. But Target is hurting. Okay, a big store chain. Okay, but however, family, we live in a time where people confuse intention with impact. But not all attention is good attention. Sometimes it's just the very thing that causes people to lose opportunities, lose respect, and lose the trust of others. And you are not gaining influence by turning retail stores into spectacle zones. You're burning bridges with brands and audiences who are just looking for quality, peace, and professionalism. And here's another perspective: when the moments go viral, they don't just affect the people involved, they affect everyone who shares any connection to the behavior. Whether it's your gender, age group, or background, people start making broad assumptions. That's not fair, but it's real. It is real. And it's why we have to think bigger than the moment, bigger than the trend, right? And if we want better representation, we have to represent better as individuals in society with all walks of life. Not perform better, not just look better, but actually behave with integrity, especially in public spaces. And if you're creative, great. Channel that into something meaningful. And if you're talented, even better. Use it in ways that elevate the room you're in, not distract or disrespect it. So the whole situation should be a reminder. Not everything belongs everywhere. Keep your content in the right context. Respect where you are and respect the people around you. And if you're passionate about a brand or a song, collaborate the right way. Don't hijack a space that wasn't built for that kind of moment. I say this not to bash anyone, but to help us reset because we are better individuals than that. And as grown folks and as adults, we are better than that. Just talking about the situation. I'm speaking to the majority, not the minority. And we are capable of creativity and class. Just be class. Why you gotta shake your bottom and do all that? Of expression and boundaries, right? So creativity and class of expression and boundaries. And if we expect brands to take you seriously or take us seriously as individuals that really want to add value into the brand, we need to show them why they should. So here's the takeaway. Know the environment you're in. Know what message you're sending. Don't trade long-term respect for short-term attention. And most importantly, be intentional about your influence. And let's lead with sense, please. Let's act with purpose. Let's create value and not chaos. Thanks for watching, though, family. If you got something out of this, hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more real conversations grounded in business, culture, and common sense. And I'll catch you in the next one. Let the love supersede the hate. Spread that peace, love, and positivity. On that note, family, peace.